Hey Leo, I am your astrologer Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here's your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, February 26th to Monday, March 5th, 2018. Now, what's going on this week, Leo, is that we've got the sun hanging out right here in Pisces, which for you is going to be your 8th house of changes, endings and beginnings. So a big financial investments and intimacy with other people coming in. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes the 8th house is a hard house, intense going on here. And I think what you're thinking about is what you need to change in your life, what it is you need to end and begin in your life to create more of a life that it is that you really want. I'm also thinking a lot about what kind of big financial investments you need to make, or if there's any debts you need to pay off coming in with the 8th house, as well as intimacy, how you share relationships with other people, and whether or not you are sharing relationships with other people in the way that, or sharing your resources with other people in your life in a way that it is that you want. Okay, so I see that coming in. Early on this week on Monday, the sun is, though, making a sextile over to Saturn, and Saturn for you is in your 6th house of your job and of your daily routines. So I think whatever changes are going on, whatever endings and beginnings that it is that you're making, or big financial investments, even if they are hard, I think in the end are going to help you to have a job that you like better, a set of daily routines that it is that you like better, and just a better physical existence where you're doing things on the day-to-day that I think in the end you're going to like more, even if it's a little bit uncomfortable at the moment to get there. All right, so that's what I see happening for you. And it's not just about making like a change here, a change there. I think these are really serious changes that you want to commit to in order to make your life better. Okay, so that's what's happening there. Then as that is happening, also on Monday, we do have Venus in the same house, your 8th house, also making a square over here to Mars in your 5th of happiness. Also of love, and of romantic relationships and kids. It rules those things coming in. So I think what's going on is that you're making some changes in life here to hopefully give you a better job, a better daily routine, a better physical existence in some way. But I think it may be hard for you to feel happy with these changes going on, especially when it comes to money and especially when it comes to relationships. I think you want to be happy, you want to do things that you enjoy, but really having to make some more changes in life that are a little bit unsettling. With Mercury as well moving into the square with Mars at the beginning of this week, there could also be some hard conversations that do come up with other people. You trying to be happy, maybe other people you feel like blocking you from being happy, having to get really deep and intense and figure out what's going on deeply in your relationships and in your money before it is that you can move forward. Okay, so I think there could be some things like that that do come up. If you, however, make the changes that you need to make to your job, to your daily routines, and maybe have the hard conversations with other people about what makes you happy, maybe if you change as well what makes you happy, change your romantic relationships, change your relationships with kids or some passion projects, I think in the end it is going to help you. That's because on around Tuesday and Wednesday, we do have Venus come into a sextile here with Pluto in your 6th house. So any changes again that you make here to your job, to your daily routines, to what makes you happy, I think with this sextile to Pluto is going to also help you to do something you really like and enjoy, and to bring more of what you really want into your life, even if it is an uncomfortable change or a lot of change, especially for you, Leo, going on. I think the end result is going to be one where you feel much better inside, deep down, with what it is you're doing to make sure your life is what you really want. Okay, so that's what I see happening at the beginning of the week. Then when we get to Thursday of this week, we do have a full moon right here in Virgo, and that for you, Leo, is going to be in your 2nd house of money, of your confidence, and of your gifts and skills and talents, and also of stability. So I think what's going on in this full moon is that you're doing a lot of thinking here about your money, about your finances. I think you're trying to get your finances in order in the best way that you can. I think you're trying to get all of your gifts and skills and talents, to use everything that you have at your disposal, and to make sure that's right, so that you can make some changes in life that it is that you really, really need to make coming in. And I think that's what you're trying to figure out I'm going to make changes in my life in some way to have a job that I like better, a set of daily routines, to try to be happier. Is my life taken care of right now so that I can make these changes that I need to make in a big way, okay? And I think you could be either ending a money source coming in, or you could be coming to a culmination when it comes to how you make money or earn money so that you can then, in the end, make these changes that you need to make. Okay, because the second house also rules stability, you want to make sure that your life is stable the way it is now so that you can enter a time of a lot of changes that may come in here with the new moon. And you just need to make sure that your needs are taken care of so that you can give yourself the space to rearrange your life in other ways so that you can feel better. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So that's what's going on at the full moon in Virgo. All right, then after that happens, we do have both Venus and Mercury right here coming through the end of degrees of Pisces, make a trine over here to Jupiter. And that for you is going to be in your 4th house of home and of family. Okay, and this is going to happen around Friday and Saturday of this week. So after you've been thinking about a lot of changes that you need to make in your job to be happier, I think what comes in towards the end of the week is more stability in some way, or maybe not even more stability, but you start to realize what more changes you need to make to your home life, to the foundations of your being in order to feel better coming in. So I think that that is what is happening with it being a trine and with Jupiter involved. I do think that whatever changes that you do make towards the end of the week will be better for you. I think maybe if things were a little bit hard during the beginning of the week, as you've been trying to end or begin things, I think towards the end of the week you start to realize what it is you really need to do, what's really at the core of the problem, of the issues, of what it is that's going on inside you, so that you can start to make some more changes in a really big way that you can start to feel more comfortable with moving forward, okay? So that's what I see going on. I wish I could say that there was more stability coming in for you this week, Leo, but I do see lots of ending beginnings coming in here in a very big way in your life so that you can finally begin to build something more solid, more stable at a later time based on something that it is that you really want coming in. Okay, so that's what I see happening. At the end of the week too, we also do have Mercury in a conjunction with Venus, so still more conversations, more talking, mostly this whole week about money and about relationships going on at the end of this week, being a really, really big thing as you're making all of these changes, maybe trying to work with your relationships and work with your money to figure out what you need to do next. Right, we also do have the Sun coming into a conjunction here with Neptune to this weekend on Sunday of this week into next week as well, which could bring up some insights about your life, some intuition, some spiritual promptings about what's going on and about some changes that you need to make, but it could also again bring up some confusion as well. So just be careful of that over the weekend, the very end of the week into next week, that there could be some more confusion that creeps in, but again, needing to be patient, needing to have faith that you're doing the right thing as you move forward. All right, and then at the very, very, very end of the week, again into next week, we do have Venus and Mercury both come conjunct over Chiron in your 8th house, bringing up more difficult feelings, hard feelings when it comes to money and when it comes to relationships being a big thing. Again, having to make big changes in your financial situation, big changes in relationships that could be hard for you. Okay, so this week is like a really interesting week where there's tons of changes going on. I think it's a little bit hard, a little bit scary sometimes to make changes in life. That can make this a little bit difficult going on, especially when it comes to your job. Then I think we get after the full moon towards the end of the week, maybe feeling like you're understanding more what changes you need to make to the very core of your being to feel better, even if things are a little destabilizing. And then after that, I think maybe doubting yourself, maybe worried, am I making the right decisions? Everything feeling chaotic once again. And I think even if some hard things do come up at the end of the week, just needing to trust that you are okay. Again, have faith, listen to your intuition, and to be patient the best you can as you move forward, okay? And to be compassionate with yourself and compassionate with others. I just definitely see, I know I've been saying this a lot throughout this horoscope, Leo, but a big time for you rearranging your life and what's going on, and changes are scary. And I think, yeah, you just need to hang tight and be patient and have faith and listen to what you truly desire in order for you to navigate this time in a way that perhaps is a little bit more comfortable for you, okay? Now your card, Leo, is the 4. This one is so interesting. It's the 4 of Swords upright. This to me actually does indicate like taking a time out, a period of inaction this week going on, which is kind of interesting considering you have so many big changes going on this week astrologically. So I'm not quite sure how to interpret this card, but I do want to say maybe try to find the stillness the best that you can this week, to find a place of inner peace for you. Maybe it would be good this week to take time out from maybe all of the chaos going on so that you can get right with yourself inside, so that you can figure out what changes it really is that you need to make. Maybe that's another thing going on, is that there's so many changes that you could make in your life. There are so many ways you could rearrange your life. You know you need to change. Maybe you don't understand what that change is yet. And maybe what this card is also suggesting, again, to take time alone, to meditate, to rest, so that you can understand better what it is that you need, what direction you need to go in, and so that you can feel more comfortable during some crazy changes that may be happening for you. All right, so that's what I'm going to leave for you, Leo. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.